InkyLittleTreasures.com. Today I want to share a video with you for a Christmas card using some non-traditional Christmas colors. So let's get started. Right here I have some Designer Series paper in Soft Sky. This one is cut at 4 3/4 and 3 1/2. I have Sweet Sugar Plum cut at 5 1/4 and 4 inches. And I have Night of Navy cut at, the 8 1/2 and then cut 5 1/2. This is a regular sheet of cardstock that you just cut in half, and that creates your standard A2 card. I've already scored this card, so as you can see, it's ready to go. So we'll set that aside. Very first thing I'm going to do is get my Sweet Sugar Plum, get my Perfect Plum Stampin' Pad. That's the Stampin' Pad color that we'll be using today. We're also using the Tin of Tags stamp set. This is a stamp set that comes with a Tin of Tag kit. So you can get, I believe it's 30 tags from one kit. But I'm using it today to make our card. First thing that we're doing is we're stamping the sentiment from our stamp set. It's the Making Spirits Bright, and I am using a D block, inking that up really well by patting up and down with my ink. I'm going to stamp right in the middle here. I'm using the Snowflake stamp that's also on the D block. I'm going to use the same Perfect Plum stamp pad. I'm going to switch out my paper. I'm going to take the Soft Sky paper right here, and I'm going to stamp some of these snowflakes, not necessarily in any particular order. I'm just putting them random so that it creates a little bit of a background. And I'm going back to my ink pad each time because I want that same deep, rich purple for each stamp that I put down. And I think I'll put one more right in here just for good measure. All right, now I'm putting away my stamp pad. We are all done with our stamping, so now we're going to put our card together. I am going to be using the Big Shot, and I'm going to show you a trick that I use to kind of conserve on some of my paper supplies. So we stamped this right in the middle. This is also going to be the base of our card. The reason I stamped that in the middle is because when we put our Soft Sky DSP over it, you won't see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my Big Shot and get the framelits that we're using. Okay, I've got my Big Shot. I'm using the magnetic platform as my base, and I have my two cutting pads. They're very well-loved cutting pads, and you can order these again anytime that your cuts aren't coming out clear because they've been loved on so much. So we're also using the Stitched Shapes framelits. These currently have been released ahead of their original release date, and they are on sale with some coordinating stamp sets. One of the stamp sets is the one that I'm using today. We're going to be using the circles. We're going to use the larger one and the smaller one, the one just inside of that larger one. So I'm going to get those off here. Okay, I've taken the circle that I want to use. I'm going to put my magnetic plate, one of my clear plates, my cutting pads, and I'm going to put my circle kind of centering up my sentiment as best I can. I'm going to sandwich it with another cutting plate, and I'm going to roll it through. And we have a perfectly cut circle with some of that beautiful stitching. I'm going to take that larger circle that we pulled out. I'm going to use some of this Silver Glimmer paper. I'm going to line it up here. I've already cut out a circle from when I was designing this card earlier, but we're lining that up there. Again, I have my magnetic platform, my cutting pad, and then I will put a cutting pad on top. Roll that through. Glimmer paper is a little bit thicker than regular cardstock, so I like to roll through once, and then once I hear that pop, I roll back the other way just to make sure that I got a good clean cut through that thicker glimmer paper. And that went through beautifully. Yay! Okay, now we're going to put away the Big Shot. Before we put our card together, I'm going to do one last thing. I want to show you a little bit of some sponging. So I have a delicate white doily. I think I told you guys we were done with our stamp pad, but that wasn't true. I completely forgot about the sponging that I did on this card. I'm just going to open my Stampin' Pad again. It's that same Perfect Plum. I'm going to get a sponge. They come in a circle. I like to cut mine in quarters just so I get a little bit more use out of them. But I'm going to kind of dab here a couple times, just get a little bit of ink there. And I'm just going to sponge. I'm not going to sponge the whole thing because we're not going to have the whole thing showing through. Just sponging here on the edges all the way around. Now we're ready to put our card together. Take the Sweet Sugar Plum, put that here, and the Soft Sky will set right over it. I'm going to turn it over and put my adhesive on my Soft Sky. Turn over my doily. A little bit of adhesive on that. Center it up here in the middle. Now I'm going to take some regular Scotch tape and this 1/8 silver ribbon. I'm going to take 2 pieces of tape here. Now I want to do like a crisscross pattern with my ribbon, so I'm going to line this up right around here. Continue with our adhesive on our card base here. Make sure it's opening up the right way. I'm going to stick this here on the front. Oops. Get it nice and straight. Okay. Set that aside. I've got my 2 circles here. I'm going to use glue dots on my Sweet Sugar Plum because we're sticking to some glimmer paper, and sometimes this, well, all the time this nail adhesive doesn't stick as well as the glue dots. I think the glue dots are just have a little bit more hold to them, and that works well with the texture of our glimmer paper. I'm going to center that up here. Flip this over, add some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to use 4 just to make sure it sticks really well on the card. We'll remove these. And then we'll stick this here right in the middle of our card. And there you go, guys. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment below and let me know that you like it. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.